What is up, guys? I am Sims from Under Controllers, and today I will be ranking all 30 finest cards in the Team Affinity 5 program of MLB The Show 23. So let's hop right in. So starting off, we have CJ Abrams. Now this card, to me, it's just really lacking in the contact section. It does have that speed and stealing, but just the clutch at 92 and the low contact, this card just feels lacking compared to some of the other cards we'll look at in this. For a shortstop in this program, he's really low, to be honest. Alrighty, and at 29 we have his NL West counterpart, Jazz Chisholm Jr., a center fielder for the Miami Marlins. And similarly, the contact versus lefties and the power versus lefties is really low. It does have the clutch, but other than that, this card just isn't great, and there are many other outfielders that are better in this program. Alrighty, and for this one we're jumping over to the AL Central with Luis Robert Jr. at 28. Similarly, these cards are just like lacking one or two things, and I feel like if they had it, they might put them in the upper tier. For Luis Robert Jr., it's the 87 clutch. We all know how important clutch is this season, and for 87 clutch, Luis Robert Jr. could be a good card if you're batting him leadoff. Other than that, I don't really know why you'd be using this card with runners in scoring position, and I feel like that's what this card is for, is to drive in runners. But with 87 clutch, I don't know that you're doing that with this card. So I apologize for putting him so low, but that clutch really hurts. He does have the maxed out power and even better contact, and the speed is there, but just that clutch really ruins this card for me. Alrighty, and at 27 we have Brent Rooker of the Oakland Athletics playing left field. This is another one that has the maxed out power, the clutch is a little low and the speed is a little low. The defense also isn't great. I guess you could swap Luis Robert Jr. and Brent Rooker in this section, but these two cards, both of them, it doesn't really matter which one you pick. I feel like you're getting snubbed of your card either way. And once again, there are better outfielders in this program, so selecting Brent Rooker right here, gotta say you probably could be making a better choice. Alrighty, so at 26 we have Kevin Gosman, starting pitcher for the Toronto Blue Jays. As you can see, there is no sinker and there is no cutter in this pitch mix. Not a great pitch mix whenever we look at the quirks. Also no outliers, so that kind of messes up this card a little bit. And overall, the attributes aren't as good as some of the other starting pitcher cards in this program. So if you take Kevin Gosman here, there was probably some better picks. Alrighty, I feel really bad for putting this card here, but at number 25, we have Mike Trout playing center field for the Los Angeles Angels. And I feel bad for putting this card here because this doesn't feel like a Mike Trout card. As you can see, we only have 93 clutch, and the speed is there, but the steal isn't really there. We only have maxed out power versus righties. There are plenty of other great Mike Trout cards in this game, so picking this one right here, you probably should have tried to get one of the other Mike Trout cards if you wanted to use him. But this card, I don't know, it's just not great. Not a great showing for a Mike Trout finest card. Alrighty, and at 24 we have Stephon Quan playing left field for the Cleveland Guardians. This is one card where I just feel like power is lacking, even though that is kind of on par for a high diamond Stephon Quan cards. We do have that contact, and we do have the speed and the clutch at 125. This card would be good, but with the other cards in this program, that power being so low kind of takes it away from me. Alrighty, and at 23 we have David Bedner, closing pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates. As you can see for this pitch mix, there is no sinker, there is no cutter, and there are no quirks. So for 23, and there are plenty of other better relievers in this program, his attributes are alright, but the other relievers in this program put him so low. Alrighty, so at 22 we have Logan Webb, starting pitcher for the San Francisco Giants. He does finally have that sinker that we are looking for in a starting pitcher, but he is missing an outlier quirk. And to me, this is just a typical Logan Webb card, and they're just usually not great. And compared to some of the other starting pitchers in this program, I'm sorry buddy, but you are at 22. And at 21, we have Nathaniel B, first baseman of the Texas Rangers, World Series champions. And I feel like this card is really missing the speed. This is really like a typical Nathaniel B card that you would be expecting to see here. I feel like the Texas Rangers could have had a lot other players to get their finest card, but it was Nathaniel B. I feel like some of his stats are kind of low. Alrighty, and rounding out the bottom half, we have Francisco Lindor, shortstop for the New York Mets. This is another card. I kind of feel like that contact versus righties is a little low. And that arm at shortstop does ruin it. He does have the speed, and he has good fielding and everything else on defense, but this is just a card where the other shortstops in this program are a lot better. So I apologize to Francisco for this, but you are at 20, buddy. Sorry about that. Alrighty, now these next two guys could be flip-flop, but at 19 we do have Zack Greinke, starting pitcher for the Arizona Diamondbacks. As we can see, no sinker that we are looking for in the starting pitcher card, also no outlier. And for those two things, the attributes kind of low also, even though he almost did throw a no-hitter in the World Series. So this card just feels like it has the attributes are kind of low in my opinion. That is why Zack Greinke is at 19. Alrighty, and at 18 we have Spencer Strider, starting pitcher for the Atlanta Braves. He doesn't have the sinker or cutter, but he does have outlier on the fastball. And like I was saying, he and Zack Greinke could probably be swapped for 18 and 19, but I would say Spencer Strider's attributes are a little bit better, so that's why he is ahead of Zack Greinke, in my opinion. And at 17, we have Yandy Diaz, first baseman for the Tampa Bay Rays. As you can see, we have that maxed out contact, maxed out clutch, speed isn't really there, the defense isn't really there, and the power versus righties isn't really there. But overall, I think this card is very, very good with that maxed out contact and the maxed out clutch. This card is an on-base card, much like the Stephon Quan, but we actually have some power with this card. So I really like this card, and I think it's going to be good in the long run. Even though some of the attributes are lacking, this card does look really, really good with the maxed out contact and the clutch. I mean, what else could you look for in a card right here? Alrighty, and at 16, I am showing a little Cubs bias, picking Justin Steele, starting pitcher for the Chicago Cubs. Now this card does have the sinker that you're looking for. Pitch mix is really good for a starting pitcher. I did accidentally take this card online and get him to parallel 1, so all of the attributes have been increased by 1. But overall, this card is very, very good. He doesn't have any of the quirks you're looking for like outlier, but overall, this card is really good. The pitch mix is there, the sinker is there. The card has a lot of stuff that you're looking for, but it is kind of disappointing compared to some of the other Justin Steele cards that we got this year. But overall, I took this card online and he is very, very good. Alrighty, and at 15, you can tell going forward that the cards going forward are also like really neck and neck for where their placement should be. So we'll start off at 15 with JP Crawford. Now this card has just about everything you want to see in an in-game card. He has the contact, the clutch is there, the speed is a little lacking, the defense is great, and all around, this card is pretty good. The power versus lefties is a little low, but overall, this card's pretty good. And I would highly recommend that if you need a shortstop, you can get him over some of the other options that I've listed previously on this ranking. Alrighty, so at number 14, I may have let some past experience of this ranking, but Felix Bautista, closing pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles. Doesn't have a sinker or cutter, but he does have that outlier fastball, and maxed out hits per nine and maxed out K per nine. This card doesn't have a great pitch mix, but I know from experience, I cannot hit this card. I need help, and immediately. Especially with this new finest card coming out, I expect this card to be in literally everyone's bullpen, so I'm scared. And at number 13, we have another card that I expect to be in everyone's starting rotation. It is Corbin Burnes, starting pitcher for the Milwaukee Brewers. This card does have that sinker and cutter that you're looking for in a starting pitcher, and the attributes are there with 122 hits per nine and 102 Ks per nine. So this is another card that I'm kind of scared to face, especially if they go Corbin Burnes to Felix Bautista. Yeah, no hitters incoming. And at number 12, we have Aaron Judge, right fielder for the New York Yankees. Now this is a very typical Aaron Judge card with the maxed out power, the speed's kind of there, and the defense is incredible. The clutch is a little low for what you're looking for in these cards, but who cares? Aaron Judge has that invisible I only hit home runs quirk, so if you're looking for a good right fielder, Aaron Judge is always the best option. I don't care who else is on the table. Alrighty, and at number 11, we have Johan Duran, closing pitcher for the Minnesota Twins. With that 122 hits per nine and the 125 Ks per nine, we all know this card throws a fastball at about 207 miles per hour. Yes, I did say 207, with the outlier on the fastball and the outlier on the splitter. I don't know about you guys, but similar to Felix Bautista, I struggle hitting this card. That fastball looks faster and faster every time I see it, so once again, I'm scared of this card. Alrighty, and starting off the top 10, we have Matt McLain, shortstop for the Cincinnati Reds, and as you can see, his secondaries, he can play everywhere. Now, this card is really one that has just about everything that you want. He has the clutch, he has the offense, he has the defense, he has the speed. I don't see where you go wrong with this card. This card is probably a top choice for the NL Central finest pack, even though I picked Justin Steele first because I am a big Cub fan, but this card might be my second one to choose. This card just all around great card. Alrighty, and at number 9 we have Jose Altuve, second baseman for the Houston Astros. Now, I was going to make a joke and just not say anything about this card and just skip right over him, but Jose Altuve does deserve some love. He has that great offensive attributes with the maxed out clutch and really good offensive contact and power. The speed is there. The defense does lack a little bit, but I'm going to be honest, anytime I'm pitching against Jose Altuve, I get a little scared. This card is good. All Jose Altuve cards have been good. The Kaiju one is, I think, of my nightmares. So, I think this Jose Altuve card at second base with the shortstop secondary is going to be in a lot of people's lineups by the end of the year. And at number 8, we do have the pitcher that I believe to be the best in the Team Affinity 5 finest cards, and that is Eduardo Rodriguez, starting pitcher for the Detroit Tigers. He has that cutter, and he has a sinker, and he has a really good pitch mix. He is missing any quirks like outlier, but the attributes really speak for themselves. I don't think you really need any other quirks for this card, with the really high hits per nine and the really high Ks per nine. This card's just going to be scary to face. I think he's going to be up there with Felix Bautista and Johan Duran. If I see this card starting on the mound, please accept my friendly quit. And at number 7, we have most people's nightmares, Rafael Devers, third baseman for the Boston Red Sox. Now, for this card, he has all the offense you want, all the defense you want, the clutch is incredibly high, and just like Aaron Judge, he has that only hit home runs hidden quirk. This card is definitely in my nightmares, and with Jose Altuve, anytime I see him in the box, I immediately get scared that he's probably going to hit a home run. So, like I was saying, if this card's in your starting lineup, your boy is scared. Alrighty, and at number 6, we have number 7, Trey Turner, shortstop for the Philadelphia Phillies. Now I'm just going to start by saying I am so thankful that this card wasn't Bryce Harper or Kyle Schwarber. We've gotten way too many cards this season. But enough talking about those cards. Trey Turner, this card all around incredible. I feel like the World Baseball Classic Trey Turner was a great card. But like this card is just even better. The speed is immaculate with Trey Turner cards. It was what you expect. The defense is a little lacking in the arm, but you can't put him at second base to offset that a little bit. The contact's there, the power is there, the clutch is there. This Trey Turner card is exactly what you want to see in a shortstop card. I highly recommending getting it probably first in that NL East finest pack. And at number 5, we have Nolan Jones, left fielder for the Colorado Rockies. And my goodness, I mean, these cards just keep getting better and better, and I should have prepared myself for that. But this card, great offensive attributes. The clutch is incredible, the defense is incredible, the speed is incredible. I don't know what this card is lacking. Nothing. That's my answer. I don't see why this wouldn't be one of the first outfielder cards you choose and immediately put him in your lineup and never take him out. This card is probably one of the best left fielder cards we've seen all year, and I'm not lying about that. This card is definitely going to be my left fielder from here on out. I'm super excited to finally get this card, and whenever I do, we'll just see how good he is. He could be awful, but I think from these attributes, there's no way he can be that. And at number 4, we have the NL West is stacked. I mean, Aoki Kim at second base for the San Diego Padres. I feel like this card, the contact's there, the power is a little low, the clutch is a little low, the defense is there, and the speed is there. This card really isn't lacking anything at all. If you look at it, once you get this thing to like parallel 1 and parallel 2, the clutch will be there and the power will be there. This card isn't lacking much. I really think that even though the power and the clutch are a little low, this card overall, in times past, Aoki Kim's high diamond cards have been incredible. So I really expect this card to be in everyone's lineup very soon. And starting in the top 3, we have the final member of the NL West, that is Freddy Freeman. Maxed out contact, maxed out clutch, the speed is there, the stealing is there, the defense is a little low with that arm, but he is playing first base, so do you really need that arm? Clutch is incredible. I mean, this Freddy Freeman card is beautiful. I don't see why this isn't your all-time first baseman going forward once you unlock this card. All around great card. Don't see any flaws with it. Really, really love this card. Alrighty, and in second, we probably have the one that hurts me the most, but St. Louis Cardinals second baseman Nolan Gorman does deserve to be here. He has that maxed out power versus lefties and righties. Great contact versus both sides. The speed is a little low. The defense is a little low. But overall, this is probably the best second baseman in this Team Affinity 5. Really love everything about this card. A defense for a second baseman, that's going to be great. Speed is okay. But that power and that contact, even if you need to just put this card in as your DH, he's going to hit homers. No doubt. I love this card. I think he's a great second baseman. That clutch is there. Sorry to say it, but he will be in my lineup soon. And the number 1 card, Bobby Witt Jr., shortstop for the Kansas City Royals. This card is beautiful. It is not lacking anything. It has perfect contact, perfect power, perfect clutch. The defense is there. The speed is there. I don't know what this card is missing. I don't see why this card is in everybody's lineup as soon as they get this pack. This Bobby Witt Jr. card might be one of the best cards we've seen all year. I mean, I love this card, and as soon as I unlock it, you better believe he is my everyday shortstop for the rest of the time I play this game. So, get this card immediately. Run, don't walk to get this card. Alrighty, folks, so that was me ranking all 30 of the Team Affinity 5 finest cards for MLB The Show 23. If you have any discrepancies or think that I got any of these wrongs, please tell me in the comments below. Please tell me which cards are great, which cards are awful. If Bobby Witt Jr. is terrible, tell me. If CJ Abrams is great, tell me. If you think Zack Gallen's great, tell me. If you think Kevin Gosman is great, tell me. If you think Aoki Kim is terrible, tell me. If Nolan Jones is terrible, tell me. Whatever you want to tell me in the comments below. Also, I did get this video idea from Healy, so I'll also link his original video in the comments below. He did a similar thing for MLB The Show 21. And if you want to see me use any of these cards, check out my Twitch in the description. In the meantime, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.